Hi there everyone, and welcome to today's Grow Together yoga class. Today we're going to be doing a happy hips class all about hip openers, and so it's going to be really fun. We're going to start in extended child's pose, so coming onto your hands and knees, and then if you like, taking your big toes together and your knees apart, and then sinking your hips back towards your heels and bringing your hands forward and letting your chest fall towards the earth. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you fill up, fill the lower back, feel it widen, and exhale. And just sinking into the practice here, finding your breath. Tapping into how the breath feels in the body. Just being aware and being present. Take a deep breath in to fill up. And exhale out. Just take a few more sweet moments of stillness here to breathe into the hips. Really starting to energetically feel those hips opening up. Setting the intention for the practice to only do what feels good. Be patient. Be gentle. A few more breaths here. Make them even. Inhales just as long as your exhales. On your next inhale, come up to hands and knees. And then taking your knees into hip width and set up for tabletop, so pushing the earth away, spreading fingertips wide, setting up the foundation, tops of the feet press into the earth. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale to drop the belly, look up, lift the tail. And exhale, pulling the belly up and in, tucking the tail, looking down. Inhale, look up, cow pose, drop the belly. And exhale for cat, bringing the ribs up and in. Inhale, cow, heart shines forward. And exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, fill up the belly. And exhale, empty it all out. Couple more here. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Inhale, drop the belly, fill it up, and exhale, empty fully for the last cat. And then take your back to neutral. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Coming into doggy lifts. So bringing the right leg over to the side with your knee bent and your foot flexed. And exhale, bringing it back down. Inhale, bring it back up to the side of your body. And exhale, bring it down. So as if you were a doggy peeing on a fire hydrant, bring your knee up to the side. And exhale it back. One more time, inhale, fill it up as you lift that knee to the side, and exhale, lower it. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out in tabletop. Taking it to the other side, inhaling the left knee to the side, doggy lifts, exhale it down. Inhale as if you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, bring it up, and exhale, bring it down. 2 more, keeping everything else stable and grounded, and exhale. And last one, bringing that left leg up, foot flexed, and exhale it back. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Taking your palms, a palm print forward, tucking the toes, and bringing your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Feeling how those doggy lifts opened your hips. Mine always crack when I do those, so can really create some movement and some blood flow in your hips. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. In your downward dog, reaching out your fingertips and grounding them into the earth, pushing the earth away. Straight line from your wrists all the way to your tailbone, and a bend at the knees for your first one. Pedaling out the feet here, take one leg straight and one leg bent, and then switch. Shake your head no, and nod your head yes to release the neck. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Empty out all the breath and walk your feet towards your hands, coming into a rag doll. Take a deep breath in when you get there, and exhale to let your upper body be heavy. Maybe you take opposite elbows, rock back and forth. Every time you breathe in, really widening that lower back once again, just like we did in child's pose. Letting your hamstrings warm up a little here, relax a little here. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Fill up, and exhale. Let it in, and let the breath go. On your next inhale, coming up halfway here, inhale, straight spine. And exhale, let it relax. And inhale, spread your wings all the way up, extended mountain. They touch at the top. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Taking your arms beside you, palms face forward for mountain pose. Take a deep breath in here, and a deep breath out to ground all 4 corners of your feet into the earth. Lift your kneecaps slightly to activate the legs. Tucking the tail slightly to straighten out the spine. And inhale, taking your shoulders forward and up. And then exhaling them back and down. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out to feel the quality of this mountain pose. Feeling your whole body connected here. So though we are focusing on the hips today, all of the poses are a full body experience. Even if we are doing some hip openers, we are cultivating the whole body using all different muscles and stretching all different muscles of the body. So keeping that in mind for the rest of the practice. Taking a deep breath in, fill the belly. And a deep breath out to seal that. blinking your eyes open. Awesome job. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So coming into standing knee to hand pose. So taking your weight onto your right foot. So shifting your weight over. And then picking that left knee up and just cradling that knee into your hands. So taking your knee up towards your chest, yeah. Take a deep breath in, straighten the spine. And a deep breath out, grounding that standing leg in towards the earth. Nice. Taking your right hand to your hip. Keeping that left hand on your knee. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, taking that knee out to the left side, focusing on a point in front of you. Nice job. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you want a little bit more balancing action, you can take that right hand off of your hip. Out straight, thumb is up and pinky is down. Bringing it out to the side. Yeah. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. For anyone that wants to challenge their balance just a little bit further, you can try to look at your thumb on the right hand side. Take one last deep breath in. And exhale, bringing that knee in and taking that right hand to your knee with your left. Taking a deep breath in to fill the spine up. And exhale, slowly letting that knee go, foot down to the earth. Take a deep breath in to ground both feet into the ground. And exhale it out. Nice. Coming into the other side, taking your weight over to the left. Picking up that right knee and grabbing it with your hands. Take a deep breath in to grow through the spine, grow through the crown of the head, and exhale all four corners of that that left foot into the earth. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as you feel that left kneecap a little bit higher to activate that left leg, that standing leg. Taking your left hand to your hip this time. Keeping that right hand on your knee. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, taking that right knee over to the side. Feeling that hip open. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, focusing on something in front of you. Keeping that focus during this balancing pose, this balancing hip opener. If you want a bit more balancing action, take that left hand out beside you, thumb up, pinky down. Great job. Take a deep breath in. If you want a little more, exhale, look over at that left thumb. Keep breathing. Awesome job. One last inhale. And exhale, bring that knee in. Bring that left hand back to the knee. Breath in, fill it up. And exhale as you let that knee go slowly, feet towards the ground. Awesome job. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Inhale, spread your wings, lift your hands up towards the sky, let them touch. And exhale to fold through the midline, sit bones come back, and you fold. Take a deep breath in, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Fill up. And empty. Big breath in. and let it go. Taking the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, just taking a bend on at that knee. So staying in three-legged dog, but taking your heel in towards your butt. Yeah, so bending out that knee. And we're going to do some hip rolls. So taking that knee forward and then swinging it to the side. So making little circles with your hips. Yeah, awesome. Do 4 more of those. Inhale. Exhale with your breath. Awesome. One more time. And then switch it. So going out the other way. Yeah. 4 more of those. With your breath, opening the hips. Awesome. And then coming back to downward facing dog. And walking out those legs. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. If you need a break in between, you can take it now. If you want to come into child's pose. Take 1 more breath. And let it out. Alright, taking your left leg back and behind you. And on your exhale, bending at that knee. Taking your heel towards your bum. And then doing little circles in one way. 5 each way here. Keep breathing. Keep stretching out through the upper body. And then going the other way when you're ready. Nice. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Feeling the hips open with awesome movement here. Downward dog and hips. Awesome. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Lifting the right leg back behind you 1 more time. And exhale it in between your thumbs for lunge. Taking that back knee down for a low lunge. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. So taking that front foot down to the earth. And the back top of the foot down as well. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Inhale to lift the chest up. So keeping your fingertips down towards the ground, but just lifting your chest so that your heart is showing. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Now taking the right foot on the outside of that right hand. So kind of scooching it out and bringing your right hand into center. Coming into a lizard pose. So pointing your front toes out just a little bit towards the side. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out to let some of the weight go in your left hip. Nice. Feeling the left hip flexor. And if you're really flexible in the hips, maybe you can come down to your elbows, Always making sure the knee is right over the ankle. So if your knee is past your ankle towards your toes, scoot your foot up a little bit. And if you want just a little bit more in your hip flexor, you can also tuck the back toes and straighten your leg too. That feels good. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Keep breathing into the hips as you open them. Take one last breath in and a breath out. Inhale to come up on your hands if you're not already. And exhale to heel toe that front foot into the midline. And come back into downward facing dog. So tucking the back toes and then taking your front foot back. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Fill up and empty. Last one, breathing in and exhale. Inhale, take the left foot up to the sky and just exhale it in between your thumbs here. Same thing, taking your back knee towards the ground. Take a deep breath in to grow through the spine. And an exhale. Breath in. And exhale, taking that left foot over towards the left side of the mat. Angling your toes to the side a little bit. And pressing the top of the back foot into the ground. Just letting your hips open, letting some weight come into that right hip flexor. And then if you like, you can come down to your elbows. That feels all right for your hips. Always making sure that that front knee is right over the front ankle. And keep breathing into it. And then if you like, you can curl the back toes, straighten that back leg. Last breath in. And last breath out. Inhale, coming onto your hands if you're not already. And exhale, bringing that foot in, heel toeing it to the midline. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out to curl the back toes under. Come back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Fill it up. And let it go. One more big breath in. And exhale, bringing your knees down towards the ground for child's pose. So choose your own adventure here. If you want to take your knees out, that's great. Coming to relax in child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Breathing into the lower back and into the hips. Tapping into how your hips feel now, opposed to at the start of practice. Just taking stock of your lower back and your hips. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. As you inhale, taking your chest up, walking your hands towards your knees. And then bringing your feet over to one side, and then just coming onto your bum. Coming into a cobbler's pose, so taking your feet, the soles of your feet together. And first just taking your thumbs in towards the soles of your feet and giving yourself a little massage. Take a deep breath in to rise through the spine. Keep the spine lifted. As you give your feet some love. Breathing into the hips here and into the feet. And then come to a bit of stillness, leaving your hands where they are. Then inhale, raise the spine, raise the crown of the head. And then exhale, shifting the chest over the soles of your feet, hinging at the hips here. And leading with the chest. So maybe you don't go down very far, and that's okay. Just shifting your weight forward until you feel a healthy stretch in those hips, in those inner quads. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And whether or not you want kind of a deeper stretch, it all depends on how close your feet are to your body. So if you want a little bit more gentle, you can take your feet out a little bit more. If you want it a little bit more intense, you can take your feet in towards the body a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Feel into the sitting bones, grounded, feeling into the hips. A couple more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, stacking the spine, bringing the crown of the head back up. And then just taking your legs in front of you, scooting your bum forward a little bit to come onto your back. Coming right into a happy baby, bending at the knees, taking your feet up, threading your arms in between your legs, and then taking the outsides of your feet with your hands. Pretending like the soles of your feet are walking on the ceiling. Maybe rocking back and forth. Maybe you bend one knee and straighten the other. Nice. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out into the hips, into the lower back. One last deep breath in here. And as you exhale, letting your feet go in front of you. Stretching out. So coming into our final Shavasana. So if you want any comfy things like a blanket or a pillow, please grab that. If you need to put on some socks or a sweater, totally encourage that. And once you get into a really comfortable position on your back, tap into the breath when you get there. How does your breath feel now? And for this guided practice, we are going to focus on the hips, on the pelvis. Just letting all of that area that we've just stretched and worked, just let it completely relax into the earth now. Giving your hips that contrast of letting them be active, letting them open up and create some blood flow to that area. And now letting them have a balancing rest with that. So take your attention there. Notice if you have any holding, any tension, and energetically let that go. Our hips can be a source of tension for our physical body, but also our emotional body. That's where a lot of our emotions live, in our hips, our hip flexors. So if any emotions are coming up right now, acknowledge them. Be with them. Know that it's okay and natural. Being present with that can be such a gift. Taking this time to really rejuvenate and relax fully. Feel the natural curve of your lower back and how that kind of cradles the pelvis and the hips to relax further. Feel the heaviness of the shoulders, the heaviness of the jaws. Taking a few more moments of sweet stillness. Letting everything fully relax, full body experience. Starting to bring the breath back into the body. Expanding your inhales, lengthening your exhales. Eventually creating little movements with your fingers and your toes. Rolling out through your wrists and your ankles. Then eventually taking your arms right overhead for a big stretch. Toes to your fingertips. Maybe a big yawn happens. Taking your knees to a bend, soles of the feet on the ground, and then take your body over to the right side of the room, right side of the body. Taking a few more sweet, deep breaths here. Eventually taking your left hand on the ground to prop yourself up to a seated meditation pose. Letting your eyes close here. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Just letting your hands go wherever you like. As we tap into the breath, let's tap into some gratitude here as well. Gratitude for the body, especially the hips today, for allowing us to really move in all different kinds of ways. Letting us create new movement within our bodies. Letting us be present with our emotions. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Taking your hands to heart center, pressing your palms together. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, taking your forehead and bowing your head towards your fingertips. Inhale, bringing your chin back up. And exhale to blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for taking this Happy Hips class. I hope to see you next week. Thank you.